which is better, Daredevil or Invincible? Now, the reason why I asked this is because around the time Invincible Season 3 ended, a lot of people were claiming that was the greatest comic book show of all time. Meanwhile, I was watching Daredevil, because I think Daredevil Born Again, just came out. So, I was watching that, and I'm like, you can make a superhero show better than Daredevil? So after I was done with Born Again, I went, watched Invincible, all of it. And, I'm gonna go over why I think, what is better for Invincible, what's better for Daredevil, and how it works. Okay? So, first thing is, the looks, or visuals. This goes to Daredevil. Well, I do think it's hard to compare animation and live action, as animation takes a lot more time, and it's harder. In most scenarios, it's harder. Unless if you're making, a huge CGI fight scene for Endgame, then I bet that's harder than Infinity Wars animation. Or, sorry, not Infinity Wars, Invincible animation. But, I don't know. Animation is normally harder, so I do give them a little leeway. But yeah, it's pretty mid. And I just think that, Daredevil is shot really well, and all that. Also, no matter how good Invincible's title card can be, Daredevil's intro will always be 20 times better. That intro is actually gorgeous, and I love it, especially the Daredevil theme. It's amazing. But yeah, that's the point to Daredevil. I'm not gonna actually keep points, but you get the point. Next thing that I want to bring up is the gore, or the how they use the TVMA rating. Invincible definitely does use it for the action and the gore. Obviously, the comics are pretty gory. And they use it, I feel a little bit more for the swearing and, the language that they can use, than Daredevil, except for maybe Daredevil Born Again. They say the F word once or a few times, but anyways. But, yeah, here's my hot take. I think Daredevil's, gore is better than Invincible's for one reason. It's live action. If you made Invincible live action, I think the gore would be 10 times a lot worse than Daredevil's. But it's in animation, which is not bad. I think the gore is good. I like the gore. But there is a problem in the fact that whenever I see animated gore, I'm like, oh, wow, that's cool. But, I don't see it as real. I can tell it's not real, even more than a normal comic book show, because if I see the car door scene from Daredevil in real life, yeah, I'd be freaking out. But I know that it's still fake, so I have less of a reaction. But for animation, I basically have no reaction, or not no reaction, but I don't have as big of a reaction as if it were live action, even for brutaler scenes. Let's say what happened to Angstrom Levy. That's more brutal than the car scene, probably. But do I have as big of a reaction? No, because it's animation. And Daredevil Born Again, that final episode, did basically give us Red Rush's death in live action. So, yeah. I just think it's better gore. I had more reaction. With the Commissioner Gallows' death, for the car door scene, I just, was shocked. Then for that, I literally was so shocked to see that they showed it on screen. I, paused the television just to, see what happened. I did not expect it. But anyways. So, yeah. Now, next thing that I want to bring up is the, story. I would say Invincible, also from knowing basically what happened in the comics, the story is better, in more of a way. This may just be because, you kind of get interrupted with Daredevil Season 2 to 3, that you need to go watch Defenders. I didn't know that, so I watched Daredevil Season 2 finale, where Elektra's dead but coming back to life. I thought, oh, they're gonna I didn't realize they were tackling that in Season 3. Well, they didn't. Daredevil was just Elektra died again, and I'm like, what? I didn't realize I needed to go watch Defenders for that. So that was a little janky for me, but then I got recap on Defenders. So, anyways, but yeah, Invincible's story with the Viltrumites and everything that happens in that is more or less better than Daredevil's. But yeah. Now, next thing I want to bring up is, I guess, protagonist. I think I haven't actually ranted about this before. It's easily Matt. It's not even by a mile. Mark, I hate his morals. He is such a... I never thought once in season 3 that he was right. Not even once. Even about the conquest thing. I'm like, well, Cecil is wrong about the precautions he's taking. Just add the sound device thing that basically puts him of unable to do anything. Just do that and put it in like his brain or something. Then you're good. Don't just put him in a 400-ton block of steel. That's stupid. That's the only thing of Cecil that I think is downright stupid. But then Mark is just wrong about everything else. Yeah, sure, I can forgive my dad who literally destroyed an entire planet. Although, to be fair, he doesn't know about the Flaxans. Even though he does know that his dad is a planetary conqueror, and he knows that Viltrumites aren't very nice to their planets. He also knows that his dad destroyed half of Chicago. Or as it says in, like, scene 3, 2,300 something deaths. Oh, yeah, I think that's way more than the dozen students that D.A. Sinclair killed, or the few people that we see Darkwing kill. So, Mark, what are you on about? Your dad killed way more people, and in season 3, when you're talking to Oliver, you say you forgave your dad. So, what are you on about there? Well, I don't get it. Also, the idea of a no-kill rule and no redemption is stupid. That's one thing that I like about Matt's kill rule, because he allows redemption. He literally says in that conversation with the Punisher, like, that there is a slight glim of light in everyone, even the darkest of people. Meanwhile, if Mark was in that conversation, yeah, I'm agreeing with Punisher. Kill them all. Sorry. But yeah, I'm more agreeing with Punisher. If I'm not going to redeem them so they can become better people to do better things than the bad things that they did, then yeah, I'm just going to put them in the ground. If they're going to escape, which has happened, I mean, multiple escaped, and we saw the prison be destroyed, twice now? In one season? Anyways, point is, I don't like Mark's morals. I think it's stupid. I think he's a hypocrite. I don't like him. But anyways. Oh yeah, also, but not anyways. D.A. Sinclair and Darkwing both saved every single superhuman on Earth, which is another thing, power scaling. Daredevil doesn't have this problem, Invincible does. So you're telling me that Doc Seismic can knock out a Viltrumite that can knock out Mark, who beats Anissa, who is one of the more powerful Viltrumites? Admitting, well, Mark was holding back. Okay, why would he hold back his durability? Why? You telling me that dragon guy can kill any Viltrumite? You're telling me, who else did Mark do? The Maulers can hurt Viltrum. Like, it's stupid how this power scaling works. That's one thing that does annoy me. Is how they power scale it. Also, why are the Reanimans so much weaker? Missy, well, Mark is just that much stronger now than Omni-Man. Okay, why is Rexplode killing them? He's not as powerful as Omni-Man. So, why are the Reanimans so weak? I don't know. Anyways, that's... Then, antagonist. I think this may also be another point for Daredevil. Because Kingpin is one of the best villains in the MCU. Probably top 3 with, like, High Evolutionary and Thanos. He's really good. I was just rewatching the scene where Karen admits to killing Wesley. That scene's great. But anyways, Him in season 3 is honestly perfect. That season is perfect, but he is really good. He is a fantastic villain. I feel like everyone knows this. And while Invincible does have good villains, Conquest is a great one-off. Well, not one-off. He has like another appearance in the comics, but he's a great one-off-ish villain, a new appearance villain. Especially the "I'm so lonely" scene, which is completely new for the show, which is really good. Then Omni-Man's the best villain in the show, or which I will say get to later when we're talking about the second main character. But yeah, he's definitely better than Conquest. But I don't think he's as good as Wilson Fisk. And even there, I think Angstrom is not the best villain. Played well by Sterling K. Brown, I think his name is. Yes, he's played well by his actor. Is he a good villain? Season 2, I can understand him trying to take out Mark, even though and his ego going in the way of, I want to kill you myself. Okay, sure. Just don't make that mistake for the next time you see him. Oh, wait, next time you see him, you bring, 18, 17 other variants of Marks to Earth to destroy things. You know, the evil Marks that we see Sinister Mark kill his son. And I think it's presumed that he killed his wife. I forget, though. That's really stupid. I don't like him in the Invincible War. While I do like the Invincible War, I think he's dumb in it. And I just don't think he works well at all. Because he's just using evil Invincible variants to attack the good variant. I get if you think he is evil, okay, then just kill him. Why are you using the worst variants to kill him? And like he said that he's trying to ruin his reputation. Just kill him. What is it about his reputation if he's alive and you're dead? No, nothing. I think that is still stupid in my opinion, but whatever. So I guess we're gonna go over I think it's called like a second main character, which is apparently Karen. I searched this up. It's Karen and Omni-Man. There, I will say Omni-Man is better. He has more of an arc, although I do love Karen as a character. She's a great character. Omni-Man just will have more of an arc and be more of a character and grow more and just be better. Now, I will say casting is rough because they gave us basically 3 actors that if you replace them as the character, I would not see them as the character. And Charlie Cox, John Bernthal, Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk, whoever plays Bullseye. Also, Bullseye is a fantastic villain. Them. So, yeah. Casting for both are great, though. Now, the last thing I want to bring up is seasonal quality. This goes to Daredevil, in my opinion. This may be a hot take, but I don't think a single season of Invincible is as good as a single season of Daredevil. The best season of Invincible against the worst season of Born Again. So, season 3 versus Born Again. I kind of said that Born Again is the worst, which it probably is. It's probably just slightly worse than season 2. But anyways, I probably watched Born Again, but it is close between the two, so I don't know. So, yeah, which I'm just going to say, I don't think Invincible will ever beat Daredevil, since Daredevil Season 3 is probably the greatest comic book season ever. It's just flat out ever. Like, I'd give Season 1 a 10 out of 10, Season 2 like a 9.5, 9.6. I'd give Season 3, if I could, an 11 out of 10. It's fantastic. It's another masterpiece. So, yeah, I don't think Invincible can really go up to that. And if I am counting the endings, which I have seen, like, the last episode of the season, if I'm counting normal Daredevil, A New Napkin is infinitely better than I Thought You'd Never Shut Up. But I will say I Thought You Never Shut Up is probably slightly better than Straight to Hell and Isle of Joy. Just slightly. So yeah, there's that. If you can't tell, I think Daredevil's better. I will bring up one more thing. The episode quality. I would say there's only one 10 out of 10 episode in Invincible of I Thought You'd Never Shut Up. And season 1 was going to get a 10 out of 10, its finale, but I think it just went on too long. Like, the stuff after the fight, like, after maybe, like, 8 or 10 minutes, is just totally terrible. It is not good. It's not really that good. But anyways, yeah, I think, also, I should preface this, I think Daredevil has probably, I think I listed as 8 10 out of 10s that I've given it, so, yeah, a lot better. Anyways, so, if you enjoyed this, which I hope you did, Daredevil's better, and bye.